Batch number 75 today. Going to be another one of my famous blood oranges. We got it refined down to a simple little recipe. We're going to keep it the same from here on out because we hit it, and it took a while, but we finally got the one that we're going to stick with. It's 5 pounds of Belgian Pilsner, 5 pounds of Maris Otter, 1 pound of Cara Red, 1 pound of Cara Pils, and 1 pound of white wheat, and that's it, USO 5 East. And if we're not happy with the ABV level of, we can boost it up a little candy sugar, but we're looking to come in at maybe 5%, 5.5%, coming in low. I'm not taking nothing over 5% for the last 6 batches. So here we go, on with batch number 75. Hopefully we can get this done. We're taking a different approach today because it's hot and muggy outside. I got my air conditioning on in here. How you doing? Got it set to 62. That's not too bad. Ooh, that feels good. And instead of heating up the whole brew shop with the propane right now, we're using a little electric heater. And our temperature right now is up to about 95. It's taking its time, but it's getting there. So make sure you turn the other lights on out here so we can see better. Get it a little bit brighter. So yeah, this gauge is, oh, it's touching. I hope it's not touching. 95. We'll take its time to come up here a little bit. Our strike water is in. We're at 163 right now. Once the grains get in here, the cool grain, she's going to cool it down to 155. So here we go, another blood orange. I'm going to do my own stirring today because I'm by myself. Love that smell. Absolutely delicious. Stir it, just make sure we're not getting no dough balls here. Boy, I hope I left room for this brew in the mash tun here. Yeah, we did. I give it a stir here and we'll get a final temperature. I'm using 2 gauges. Got the air conditioning on out here today because she's a hot, humid day. A little hot sweat. And as we come in here, we're looking at, I'll check both gauges in a minute. And it'll be 156. This one says 157. And this one says 158. So we'll leave the cover off a second here. Won't hurt nothing. Roll off on blood orange again. I only do 1 pitcher, maybe 2. I don't think it needs it though. It's probably fogging up the lens as we speak. Yeah, we just do 1. And we're going to go right off to the boil kettle here. Do the funnel. Get our work together. I'll wash this pitcher out. And we'll be boiling this down shortly. And the blood orange here, 10:52. 10:53. It's hard to really tell. 10:53. Same reading I had a couple times before. I'm putting it down as 10:53. Identical. So I'll write that down here so we don't forget. You know how that is. Get older, you start forgetting. So we'll write that down. 1.053. And that is identical to the last one. 10:53 after boil. Oh, we're going to be a little bit higher this time. So it'll be about 5.5% beer. Here's the 2.5 ounces of Citra and 1 ounce of Willemite that'll be going in shortly. And once again, we used Vintners Harvest Blood Orange puree, 49 ounces. Put it right into primary and let it sit there for 14, 15 days. And I put it in a keg. And I drink it. What am I going to do? How am I doing? I'm doing fine. Batch number 75, the Blood Orange. 2.5 ounces of Citra hops. Hot break has just been achieved. They're in. Let's start the timer for 45 minutes. And we'll put the other ounce of Willemite in at that time. In the last 15 minutes of the boil, we'll put the 1 ounce of Willemite in there. And then Vintners Harvest puree, and then off to the fermenter. I'm going to go set the timer. Last 15 minutes of the Blood Orange, I'm put the 1 ounce of, I think it was Willemite hops, and a cupful of Irish moss. And 15 minutes for flame out. I'm going to hook the wort chiller up and set the timer. 15 minutes to flame out. This will be batch number 75. Oh man, the final edition, because we'll keep with this recipe for a long time. We like the recipe on this one. So we'll stick with it because it works. And why wouldn't I stick with something that works? All right. Irish moss, put that away. I'm going to get the wort chiller hooked up. So I figured I got my timer set here. Oh, I can't see it now. That's 6 minutes to flame out. I'm going to take a break. Said I'll grab my one of my beers out of the keg there. This is the crushed velvet bloody summer. That's what's left of the keg. I went in there, I put this big cup underneath there, I pulled the handle and it spit out a couple shot glasses full. Roused. So I had to grab a Founders. I'll drink this, but that was a good beer. My daughter was right to make that one. But they're gone. They're gone. That one's gone. Summer Splash is gone. Crushed Velvet. Bloody Summer is gone. The Raspberry Raptured is in the kegerator. I'll have to tap that tonight. And here's the Blood Orange still cooking on the burner here. 6 more minutes to flame out. So that's Founders all day. IPA, I need one after a hard day's work like that. Flame out in about 4 minutes. Nice. USO 5 East is going to go in this one. Timer went off. It's flame out time. So I'm going to come over here and hit the flame out. Gas is off. Pick up the wort chiller. With one hand here. Let's see if we can do it. Push this hose back in there. Let that drip. It's not on right this second. It will be. Said I wasn't going to stand in front of that again, but I did. Now we'll go turn it on. Sometimes it's better to have help here. And she's on and cooling. That's all it took. I'm going to put my gauge in here so I can monitor the temperature as she cools. Of course, it's sanitized. Everything's sanitized from here on out very carefully. Be transferring this to yeast pitch, matter of minutes. Brew is on. Got a blood orange to the fermenting bucket. We'll be dumping the puree in the yeast in shortly. You get the gauge to stay there. I like to make sure I get a full 5 gallons. So I usually brew a little bit more, a little bit over. Accounting for each settlement, truck settlement, and then what gets to take. This bucket here holds a little bit more than a 5 gallon. Not much, but it does. It up when I'm done here. So now I get the alligator. Just get my sanitizer. Sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. Hey. Poke a hole in the blood orange. Both sides. Let it aerate the wort a little bit. Pouring a lot of it on the floor. That being said, get your sanitized scissors, hit them again. Yeast package. USO5 on this one. Cut it open. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Then, now comes the cover. Find my center, my airlock. Put it in place. I might let this ferment out here, I might not. All depends on, get this out of the way for now. And that's it besides the cleanup.